Hey guys, Mars here, coming back with another video, and today we are taking a look to see, is the Galaxy S8 still a very competent phone, or is it just some runoff to keep the Samsung in business after the Note 7 failure? Hey guys, so today we're taking a look at the Galaxy S8. Now, I know you guys are thinking, okay, this is another Samsung flagship phone, but what I'm going to explain to you is that in my opinion, the Galaxy S8 is not the best of a phone of Samsung, and I strongly advise that you should wait off for this. The reason why I think this is because the S8 is a strongly rushed project. Samsung even included the same camera as the S7 and S7 Edge, and they're rebranding the S7 Edge with the Infinity display. Now, I know you might be thinking, okay, yes, the Infinity display, it has less bezels than the S7 Edge, as of the removing of a home button and shortening up the camera area up top. Well, I'm going to counter you on that too. This increased the use of AMOLED burn-ins. All AMOLED screens, till today, and OLED screens have a burn-in. And in previous use for my Nexus 6, I realized that a software home button is not the very best, as the pixels get used to that particular home button shape and it gets partially burned in. So, on Super AMOLED displays and general AMOLED phones, it is best to have a physical home button, as that will reduce the risk of burning. But let's say Samsung said our home button is not being displayed fully. Well, yes, I strongly agree on that, as Android, AOSP, and normal Android, which I used on my previous Nexus 6, the home button also used to slide in whenever I was using apps. But I still got a burn-in, because for my prolonged, I would be, let's say, doing your reading, because not everybody fully games on their smartphone. Let's say you're like Reader, and you just like to do some reading, take pictures. Well, that home button's going to be there for most of your time. And in fact, people use their phone not gaming longer. So this proves that the removing of a home button did nobody good. But Samsung spends most of its profit shares on marketing. This is why we are led to believe that the Galaxy S8 is still a good phone, whether the Xiaomi Mi 6, the OnePlus 5, the Asus Zenfone, in fact, has more RAM than that. Which you're thinking, okay, Samsung probably did advanced RAM management. Well, no. In fact, TouchWiz is a total RAM hog. The Xiaomi Mi 6 scored a higher multi-core score on Geekbench, which is surprising because now you're led to believe that the Galaxy S8 isn't as well. But the S8 and S8 Plus scored a higher single-core score. So this is to the reason that the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus have an insanely high pixels per inch due to their Super AMOLED 2K screens compared to the OnePlus's 1080p AMOLED screen. So, the more pixels that the hardware has to run, the slower the phone will run. So that's probably a debate against that. Well, this is where it all comes down to the consumer's choice. Some consumers would prefer to have an amazing screen with an insanely high PPI, a contrast ratio, and yes, it even supports HDR. But, on the other hand, people like me would prefer to have a phone which is truly the fastest. I do many things on my phone. I film YouTube videos on my phone, I do a bit of editing on my phone, I game on my phone. So, I would personally say that the S8 is an absolutely terrible phone. And, while Samsung has spent most of its money in marketing, which led you to believe that the S8 was a good phone, it is absolutely not a good phone. In 2017, a phone with 4 gigs of RAM is now considered underpowered. Consider the OnePlus, the Xiaomi Mi 6, 6 gigs of RAM. OnePlus, nearly 8 gigs of RAM phones are coming on, and the S8 is still stuck on 4 gigs. And compile that with their heavy TouchWiz skin, along with Samsung services, and you got yourself a phone which is absolutely no good. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and turn on post notifications if you want to see more videos like this.